everybody, welcome to today's stream. I hope that you've had a fantastic day so far, and I hope that you've had a lovely first week and a bit of 2025. Today, we have got Numerofut Team 2. This promo that no one really understands or cares about that much. Yeah, we're getting more to do with it. So hopefully it's gonna be good and we get some cool stuff, I guess. I'm now feeling pretty good, alright, in terms of like feeling fit and healthy again. I've still got a little remnant of a cough from this winter flu illness infection thing that I've been having. Aside from that though, I'm feeling okay, a bit more energetic, a bit more, I don't know, chipper lately, especially today, so that's pretty damn good, and hopefully that means that we can fully get back to streaming and recording and everything like that. I actually recorded a team takedown with Mr. Thomas yesterday, and that will go out tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoy that. You say, is Team of the Year out today? Absolutely not. No, the voting started yesterday. But no, Team of the Year is not out. I'm currently, I've made a bit of a boo-boo, it has to be said, because I've been ill/busy. There was one day, maybe like a week ago, maybe actually a bit more than that, just before New Year's, where I blitzed out. I blitzed out a load of Evos. Since then, and again, being ill, I haven't been on the game anywhere near as much. I've not been doing champs, I've not been doing rivals and stuff like that. And so I made an error. I was doing my editing and stuff like that earlier, and then I was going to go live. As soon as Tom's video was uploaded, I was going to go live. I thought, you know what? Whilst this is uploading, let me just check Evos in case there's any that I've got going on that are expiring today, or if there's any that are available that are expiring that I need to put someone in. Yeah, so it turns out my Hamza Chowdhury Evo expires at 6 o'clock. However, it's a really, really easy one, and so I am now in the penultimate game. Fortunately, very fortunately for me, with about 45 minutes to go until the Evo expired, 4 games. 4 games is what it took. And so this is currently the 3rd of 4 games. And the reason why I'm... Why did that sound so weird? The reason why I am paying...
I hope you are doing well. Call me crazy, but I think because of the poor pack luck in promos. I'm saving my packs for tots. Or maybe...
Where is that coming from? Why did that sound so bizarre? Okay, we'll catch up with that in a second. Yeah, I need to keep a clean sheet in one of these final 2 games. So this one we're going to pay a little bit more attention to. And then the last one we just need to make sure doesn't somehow take like 15 minutes, which should be perfectly fine. However, as I went and claimed part 1 of 2 for this Evo, I checked my other ones. Turns out I've got another one expiring at 6 o'clock. So, yeah. Not ideal. But the one upside is it was James Justin going into the like winter wingback 1 or something like that. And I believe he can just go into winter wingback 2 because he can play left back and right back. So as soon as this one expires at 6 o'clock, we can just whack him in the other one and get exactly the same boost that I was going to. It just means that I miss out on boosting somebody else up as well. But that's fine. It's okay. So, hello, anyone that is tuning in. As I say, I hope you've had a good start to the year, and I hope that you enjoy today's stream. If you do and you're on YouTube, you can hit the thumbs up, and that would be appreciated. We've got a new video coming out for you tomorrow, and now that I'm feeling a lot better, we've got more content plans in the works for this, as well as the football channel. I want to do way more content on that this year. We explored a few different types of content across multiple channels and platforms in 2024. In 2025, the plan is basically to utilize those and take them even further. So, packed Bale last night in the icon pack. So it's him, Neto, and Salah up front. Bale is very, very good. Someone said the other day they had an Evo that took him to 4-star weak foot. I haven't seen where that is, but I would love to do that on the content account, unless it's a paid one, in which case, because I'll probably end up having to discard him in some kind of video with James or Tom or something like that, I imagine. So, do I want to pay even more for a card? Yeet! Oh, that's terrible. A right-back deal for us. Dimarzio. What does this first one say? Why can't I translate that? Dimarzio hasn't been that... Like, Dimarzio used to be the guy. He used to be the Fabrizio of the Italian world. I don't know, maybe like a decade ago? I remember when we signed Gökhan Inler, and him saying the deal was happening, that was the here we go of, like, 2015. Whereas nowadays, not as much. Translate from Italian to English. Parma's right back says goodbye to their Emilian club after almost 4 years. The negotiation that will lead him... Oh, God, I need a clean sheet. That will lead him to wear the Foxes shirt is in detail. I don't know if I know of this person. We can look at their card on Ultimate Team in a couple of minutes. Interesting that it would come from him first. Especially, like, Fabrizio. Fabrizio has no info on us. Alright, any transfer that Mr. Romano tweets out that is to do with us is because of his links on the other end of the deal. There's very few journalists that actually seem to have inside info with us. Which sometimes is good, because it means that our stuff doesn't always get leaked, and therefore potentially you end up not getting a player, or you pay more for them because everyone knows that you're going for them, blah, blah, blah. But at the other end of the spectrum, it is sometimes nice to know that we're, like, making a bid for a player rather than just not having any clue whether we're actually working on these deals. Like, you assume that we are, but it's not, it's not known fully. You must have been lucky. Didn't get this winter flu. So many people you knew got it. Yep. Horrible. Like, my sister and her fiancé both had it. Me and my girlfriend both had it. One of my best mates had it, as well as his partner. And multiple other people that I know are also ill right now. Maybe not exactly with, like, the full-on flu, but just ill. So maybe, like, a milder version of it, or something like that. It's standard that around winter time, a hell of a lot of people get ill. It's normal every year, but this one, God, it hit me hard. And same with the GF. She was pretty ill for a fair few days. Fortunately, it seems like myself and everyone else I know that's getting or had this thing is now coming out the other side of it, which is good, but not an enjoyable way to start the year. It has to be said. Like, first week plus of the year just been It's not good. You've seen so many horrible comments about Isak winning Player of the Month. He was brilliant last month. He was, but Salah needed to win it. Salah, like, joint record with Henry for most goal involvements in a single month and doesn't win Player of the Month. Mental. So, look, here we go. I need to play one more match in 15 minutes to get this Hamza card done. JJ, though. Winter Wingback 1. I believe the only difference between Winter Wingback 1, which expires in 15 minutes, and Winter Wingback 2, which has 9 more days once I put him into it, is that the first one is a right back, the second one is a left back. So, yeah. I believe that he can go into this and get the exact same boosts. You say that there's something in here boosts a weak foot up? Maybe it's been and gone, because I don't see anything there. Right, we just need to win this game, I think it was, or even just play. And we have 14 minutes to get one game of squad battles done in order to finish this Evo on time. We are all good in that regard. All good. So yeah, Koulibaly. We'll look at his card after this game, but we just need to get in and out of this match as quick as we can. So score a couple of goals and then try and keep the ball in play for as much as possible to make it go quick. Okay, Beza, hello. You think it was in objectives, the weak foot upgrade? Oh. Well, as I say, the last, like, pretty much since just before Christmas, I've been so away with the fairies when it comes to this game, all the objectives, all the SBCs and stuff like that. I have missed so much stuff, but now we're back. So hopefully I won't miss anything more. Moyes to Everton, done, apparently waiting announcement. It's risky, isn't it? It's a really, really risky one. Like, there's no guarantee that he comes in and shores things up any more than what Deitch was doing at all. Like, look at what West Ham were like towards the end of his tenure. They were also horrific to watch, which is a lot of people's biggest complaint with Deitch, is that the football is terrible. West Ham's football was also garbage. So I don't know. Is it something more than what we know in terms of getting rid? I don't know. Keeping Salah for Team of the Year. Anybody that thinks that Mohamed Salah has not won Player of the Month because he's going to be in the Team of the Year is a fool or misinformed. They literally have zero correlation. A Premier League award has nothing to do with a promo within this video game. And I think the clearest example of that is Rodrygo from Serie A. He got a Player of the Month SBC when he already had an SBC in the game, or the other way round. Like, they're contractually obliged to put the Player of the Month SBC in the game. That's like their end of the deal for sponsoring the award kind of thing. Like, that's just what happens. It's got nothing to do with EA's choice or anything like that. Right. Where are we? Week before Christmas. Oh, and that is very sad. Everyone's saying it's because he's getting Team of the Year. 99% won't pack him. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Team of the Year. And even if it did, yeah, they're not close to similar cards at all. The Team of the Year will be like a 97 or something crazy like that. 2, maybe 3 playstyle pluses. It was in objectives for the Cup. Okay. In the Potter first day vid, posted the players look like they've won the lottery, smiles all round. Doesn't surprise me. Look what Moyes did at his first spell at Everton. I mean, you could, but that's like if the rumours of Mourinho coming in to Everton were to be believed, you could say, look at what Mourinho did at Chelsea in his first stint, rather than anything that he's done recently. That's pointless. That's not how football works. Just because you were... It's the same with a signing. Just because you used to be incredible or had some success in the past doesn't mean that you then ignore recent history, which is actually relevant. Ferland Mendy is 30. Remember his future stars. We're getting old. Yeah, it's kind of mad, isn't it? Some of these future stars from the past. Definitely no longer future. They are very much the present. Also, we're not a team who wants to be scrapping relegation each year. We need progress. So why are you bringing in David Moyes rather than a young, progressive, up-and-coming manager? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense. People say Dyche is good to keep teams up. If you didn't get sacked at Burnley, you would have relegated them. Yeah, potentially true. However, he has done a good job of keeping you up with some shocking players at times. But yeah, it is true. Moyes on a 6-month deal, though. Depends which journalists you believe. Some are saying 2 years. Some quite reliable people. Like Ben Jacobs was saying 2 years, I believe, earlier. Which... that would be surprising. Like a 6-month short deal. Yeah. Sure. That's fair. You don't get how this has desync from the YouTube one. 2 days till the refresh. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Right. Callum, thank you very, very much for the 3 months of Prime. Zach, thank you very much for the continued member as well. Hope you're doing well. Call me crazy. I think because of the poor pack-looking promos, you're saving your packs for Team of the Season or maybe Foot Birthday. I'm not sure I'd call you crazy for it. I just don't see the point. If you're continuing to play the game up until Team of the Season, I don't know why you would sit there with like tens to hundreds of packs just sat there not opening them, when it gets easier and easier throughout the year to get better packs. For example, the 82x14s that we've got right now, you could make a load of them and save them up all the way till like Team of the Season, right? Or you could just open them now, and then next month, whenever it's the next promo, you might be able to do 5 of those a day, 10 of those a day, or it might go up to 83x14, something like that. The packs will just get bigger and better and cheaper all the way up to that point, to the point that the ones that you are currently saving won't even feel like crazy packs at that point in time. Everything, like, in rewards, from squad battles to rivals to champs, the packs, again, will just get bigger and better. So, anything you save might seem like a massive, crazy pack right now, but by the point in the year that you're saving it for, when you're waiting Like 5 months? There's no point. There's no point. Simps, hello! Oh. It's hard to pack the big dog cards in promos, saving for team of the season when the power curve changes. But again, what's the point? I don't get it. You're going to have so many packs to open at the time. If you are playing the game in the meantime, you are hindering yourself and your enjoyment of the game to save packs for a point in the year where... Oh. It's way easier to pack cards. So you won't need a mental amount of packs saved up either. If you're the kind of person that, like, after Team of the Year takes a break until Foot Birthday or something like that, then sure. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. But if you're actively playing the game and purposefully making it so you're not really opening anything each week for all of the stuff that comes out, I feel like it will just make it less enjoyable for you. That would be how I'd look at it. Buddy, thank you very much for following. We do get insane packs for Team of the Season. Chappie, hello, welcome. So there we go. We get the Hamza Evo done with 3 minutes to spare. Unfortunately, we are unable to do this JJ one in time. But, as I said previously, because he can play left back and right back, I can just, instead of putting him into wing back 1, because this is a max 85, it's not as if I could have done the first one and then put him into this. So I can just put him into wing back 2. And we still get the same card out of it. It just means that I miss out on evoing someone like I don't know, a Christiansen instead, or a Chilwell, something like that. So it's it's not the end of the world, that one. It's fine. Save all the big packs, any upgrades or picks you'll do. I mean, sure. 8 Nori. Still has a few days to go. You thought it was odd yesterday, Nep criticising EA for not giving Salah Player of the Month. You thought it wasn't decided by EA. It's decided by, like, a panel of people. And then, like, 20% of it either comes down to EA or the community vote. Something like that. It's like Team of the Year. But the opposite way round. So, EA have, like, full control over Team of the Year. The voting is irrelevant for Team of the Year. Sadly. 82 times 14s are disappearing at 6 o'clock. The question is whether they'll instantly come back, be replaced by something, or we're going to go without them for a few days. I guess it's not going to take long to find out. Can I get 3 of them done in time? How's Astrobot going? I've not started it yet. I haven't set the PS5 up back with the TV yet. My Team of the Year vote is on YouTube as a short. It's also on TikTok and Insta. Oh, as if that's not enough. There we go. Bosh. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it done in time because every time I complete an SBC, I have to restart my game. So that's fun. So yeah, I don't have the PS set up with the TV yet. Again, I'm basically getting back into the swing of things post-illness and post-Christmas. So I've set up the monitors and everything like that. That was the priority so that I could get back to streaming and recording. And then getting that set up with the TV is one of the few things that I need to get sorted soon. Owen, don't know. You should probably just wait for reliable sources to actually base your knowledge on when it comes to football. There's no point just looking at random Twitter threads when you could just wait for like the handful of people that are reliable every single time to put out the info. Right, if I complete this after it expires, is this going to work? I have no idea. I guess we're about to find out, and then show you everything that has just come out for 6 o'clock. I'm intrigued. Because in the past it's worked, but I don't know if that's the case on like FC25. It did work. Okay, right. What have we got then for 6 PM content for Numerofut Team 2? Let's have a look. There's apparently another title update. This is the one that came out the other day, where some of the things that they said they were patching aren't in the patch notes. So I don't know if they just didn't do them. Interesting. You think Salah is massively underrated? He is. Right, objectives. Anything new in here, then? Callum, it would be quite funny. So, seasonal. No. Live. This. Complete this objective to earn a player pick between 2 versions of Numerofut Weir. Which one will you choose? No idea, because we can't see the cards unless we look at them in concepts, so... Nice. That's good. I don't know if there's anything else new there. I don't think so. SBCs, let's do Evos first. So Winter Wingback 1 has expired. That's fine. So we are now going to go and put JJ into Winter Wingback 2. I could put Mendy in there, but we are going to do this. And yeah, it takes him up to the same card that I was going to get previously. So that is fine. Do we have anything new? Mentality Monster. Elevate your players' mental resilience and tactical prowess, enhancing their on-pitch awareness, aggression, and precision under pressure. Perfect for decisive moments. Cannot be an icon. Thoughts on saving packs for Team of the Year now? Anyone that saves packs for Team of the Year is a weirdo. It's a rich man's promo that does not benefit the average player whatsoever. It's the worst promo every single year. So, I will never, ever advise people either spending or saving for Team of the Year. Okay. So, what do we get here? Attacking positioning, aggression, 10 composure, 5 penalties, 20 reactions, and then more composure, but it can only go up to 82. What a weird card to use as an example on Guendouzi. So, you gain 20 This, to me, feels like this has been made pretty much for cards that have been boosted up from, like, bronze or silvers. Because they normally lack in reactions and composure. It's normally a thing that completely lets down those kind of cards. So, if we look, is there anyone I've boosted up like that? I mean, maybe. Like, I don't know, Fatawu. See, his reactions are 77. It's okay. 78 on Buonanotte. So if we put him into this, the problem is it only goes up to 82. That's still pretty poor. Like, for what could potentially be a top tier card, 82 reactions and composure. If a new card came out that was an SBC, I'd look at those stats and think that's not good enough. So it seems odd that that is the high-end cap for those two really important stats. If you've got someone that, for whatever reason, has ridiculously low stats in that regard, I have no idea of an example off the top of my head. Maybe if we just go to, like, gold. And, I don't know, Mavadidi. So he has 74, 73. El Canus, 74, 75. So, again, maybe. But it's the kind of Evo that we really need a lot of, but it's not quite good enough for what you actually need, which is disappointing. But okay, so there's your new Evo. And then SBCs, we have to have something new in here. We've got Johnny Stones. Earn a special Numerofut John Stones. These player picks that they're doing for every SBC are really odd. He's not expensive. The question is, how good are the cards? So, let's first look at the objective guy, because we've got Weir. Oh, absolutely no idea who it is, though. Is it just going to be Caroline? It is. So this is the objective that you can choose. You got 5-star, 4-star, or 4-star, 5-star. Both cam or centre mids. The 5-star skills one has worse shooting and passing, but better dribbling. And she also has Trickster Plus, whereas this one has Power Shot Plus. Okay. So it depends if you want fun or not, pretty much. And then, John Stones. Johnny Stones. So 2 cards that are both centre-backs. One with Bruiser Plus, one with Anticipate Plus. Okay. Both double 4-star. Both can play... Okay. Centre-back, left-back, CDM. Interesting. Cool. The stat differences. So the one with Anticipate is slower, but has better defending. Worse physical... Slightly better dribbling and defending, but worse physical, passing, and pace. However, the difference in stats in dribbling and passing are negligible. Like, it's +1s. You simply aren't going to notice those differences. The pace difference is 3. So, okay. Defending differences are 2 in each stat. And the physicals are 2 in each stat. So, your choices, you've got Anticipate Plus. Oh, wow. Okay, that's very different. So, Anticipate basically all the defending playstyles with one of the best playstyle pluses, or Bruiser Plus and Anticipate, but then more passing ones, and then Quick Step as well? Like, are they thinking that you'll use this one more as a defensive mid? Okay. I mean, both the cards look good. Interesting. Two decent choices there. Okay, did we get anything else alongside John? Did we get any upgrades or something like that? Is this new? An 85 double upgrade? Please let me know if so, and we can have a look at that one. But if it came out a couple of days ago, then fair enough, I just haven't seen it. 83 Team of the Week upgrades. Gwen Doggy Dog. Cody Hakpo, Perez, Isak, who came out earlier today. So, I don't know if this is new. Yes? Okay, so 85 plus double upgrade, repeatable 3... So this is the replacement for the 82 times 14. Repeatable 3 times a day. It's out for a few days. 2 squads. An 82 and an 83 squad. Sue, hello, how's it going? Is it really worth opening packs on this team? You're more likely to pack one of these than the team of the year. Can say that with certainty. Let me very quickly... Sure, okay. Let's do one of these and see if it's shocking. Because it's most likely just going to be two 85s. I fully expect that to be the case. I would be shocked if I get any like special cards or anything here. 82 times 14 came on Monday, so it wasn't the whole week. Okay. So we could just see that again on upgrade day. 85 times 2 is bad value, in your opinion? I think these kind of SBCs normally are. Because as soon as the rating of the guaranteed players goes up, the worse the value of the pack normally becomes. Because they know that people will do it thinking, oh my god, huge shiny number, 85, I'm definitely going to get something really good. When in reality, the odds are just not great for what you're having to put in. I mean, to be fair, you don't need to put in an inform. So that's okay. But I don't know exact prices of fodder right now, but it wouldn't surprise me if you had to pack like 287s in order to break even on the price of the SBC, which, if that is the case, odds are not in your favour. Pickfit. Oh yeah, we'll look at the new cards that came out as well. Because, of course, we have got new Numerofut cards. So we'll have a look at those. But first, let's open this up and see what we can get from an 85 double upgrade. It's about 14k, so you break even with an 87 and an 86. Okay. It's not great, but it could be worse. Like they've priced some of these things in the past significantly worse, to the point where you'd need like an 89 and an 88 in order to break even. So yeah, it could be worse. We did do an 82 times 14 just before the time expired, but nothing crazy in that. We do get 3 walkouts, which is nice, but no inform in order to be able to afford to do another one, sadly. But then the 85 double. So dream here is to get exactly what you've said, like 2 87s, and we're in profit, untradeable profit, I guess. A promo card would be lovely. No promo, 2 85s. And this is why these kind of SBCs are normally terrible. The odds of you getting above that minimum when you're only getting 2 cards are very, very low. So you say that it costs about 14k to do this, and we make back 10? Less than 10 in terms of value here? Can't actually really see any bids going in on Parma, but there's been a couple go by that are like 5.4 and nothing on those. So yeah, not great. It's not the kind of SBC like an icon pack where you're putting in 300k and then getting back someone that's worth 70. So you can't lose an outrageous amount of like coins on it, or fodder, or however you want to describe it. But so worst case scenario isn't horrific, but the odds of you getting something significantly better are a lot lower when you're only getting 2 cards in a pack. 82 times 14, the last one is going to be Willie Saliba. That, I believe, is an untradeable dupe. And was it a double? If it is, it's a very slow one. I guess not. No. Okay. It would have been huge earlier in the year, but at this point, no, not really. And then Griezmann, Eder Militao, there's no other player that interests you. That's fair. That is fair. Let me quickly get EA's tweet up so that I can show you any of the new cards. That have just come out. EA Sports FC. So here we go. These are the new cards that we have just got. Numerofut Team 4's arrival. Oh, this is classed as Team 4. Okay. Joining Teams 1, 2, and 3 in Ultimate Team. So, Griezmann, let's open this up like this. There we go. That's better for you. So, Griezmann as a right mid with Finesse Plus. Cuadrado is back in the game and has already got himself a special card that basically brings him back to his best. Naz, interesting. Juanmi with Trickster Plus. If he has 5-star, 4-star, that could be nice. Gabriel Strafeza. I can't remember if it was last year that he got a Team of the Season that everybody was packing because he was really low rated. Eder Militao starting out as a left back. Let's quickly, in-game, can he play centre-back? Because if so, it's another one of those cards in this promo where they've changed a position, but there's not really any point because they can still play their original one. So this Militao can play centre-back. So default position left-back, but a 91 rated Militao can also play centre-back. He is going to be outrageously expensive. Balde gets a nice... that's actually a very, very big boost. If we quickly go back to him in game. Balde goes from 81 up to a 90 rated with a huge plus 13 on defending and 18 on physical. My God. They also give him 4-star skills. And, of course, can still play left back and right back. Pace upgrade as well. Not that he really needs it. Passing upgrade is really nice. Dribbling upgrade is solid. Plus 20 composure. Boosting him higher than what that new Evo can boost players to. Just showing how low that number is for that Evo. That defending upgrade is insane. That actually makes him ridiculously good. And those physical upgrades are very, very nice as well. I don't know if you can... Yeah, slide tackle is also 90 behind me. Not that you really probably care about that one. In terms of playstyles, Anticipate gets upgraded to plus. Slide tackle, intercept. We gain tiki-taka, whip pass, and rapid. Fullback plus plus on both sides as well. They got rid of his attacking wingback plus, which is... interesting, but okay. Anton, can he also play centre-back? I'm assuming that is the case. Valdemar Anton. He can play left-back, right-back, centre-back. Looks like an unbelievable centre-back card. Anticipate plus aerial, block, and jockey. With really, really high stats in short passing, reactions, composure, strength, aggression, defensive awareness. 5-star weak foot, 6'2". That's a really nice card. We got Itakura, Van der Horn. And then we got 5 keepers. A lot of promos seem to be lacking keepers nowadays, so we actually get 5 new ones. Allison, with a small upgrade. Endler, also not that big an upgrade. Pickford with a big one, though. I can't even remember what his base is this year. Low 80s. I'm a bit scared about that card because last year when they brought out some kind of FUT Champs objective where you needed to use like the full England or Argentina team or whatever the hell it was, and you got Pickford halfway through, his upgraded card was still horrible, and that was like a 95 rated or something crazy. So I'd be intrigued to see how this card plays. Alex Ramiro with a big upgrade here, and Trap also with a nice upgrade. So some big keepers. Kind of a bit frustrating that they've given 2 Premier League ones. Like, it would be nicer to bump those around the leagues a little bit more, but it is what it is. Is the old pack animation back where the worst walkout player comes out first? Yes. That was changed in the latest update. So if you get a double walkout, you now see so the tunnel, if you get a special card, like if you get a team of the year, the tunnel will be blue, but it will show you the information, like the club position, etc., of the worst card. And then they will come out first, and then the card will flip and go to the team of the year. So yeah, they changed that a couple of days ago. We also have this. 10 rare gold players, 81 or higher, with 1 guaranteed to be 85 or higher. 2 bonus picks, loans for 10 matches. So maybe I'll open up one of those, and maybe we'll see the double walkout. That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it? So let's do this, see if we can get anyone huge from the new players in order to review on them. Which stones is better? They're honestly both very, very good. So it depends on how you play the game and what you prefer in a defender. Like, do you want Bruiser Plus? Do you want better dribbling and passing, etc.? Pickford with long ball pass plus. Yes. That's to mess up the pack weight for the 89 plus times 5 Winter Wildcard Numerofut pack from objectives. Yep. Right, here we go. We open this up. Do we get a double? I think it was a single. So we see Luka Modric here. Yeah, it's a single, sadly. But that's fine. A monster loan would be very, very nice. Oh, it's tradable. Oh, okay. Sure. That's cool. I don't know. God, I need to sort this transfer list. What is this? What an absolute mess we've got here. We've got players that are lower than 83. Yeah, that needs to be sorted as soon as possible. They can all just get quick solve. That's fine. Okay. Now, do we get anything here? Gonna try Bruiser one at left back. Could play like a Theo Hernandez. Just a little bit slower. Right, first one, not great. Second, not great. Third, Stiller. Higher rated, but not great. Can I ask, why do you never sell your transfer list unless you need to? Because I can't be bothered. It takes a long time to check the price of everyone and list them. Is the very simple answer. Juanmi Beledi. Well, this is the newest card. We'll go with him. Does he have 5-star? He is 5-star, 4-star. Can also play cam, striker, left wing, but not right wing. Okay. Interesting card. Not worth what we needed to pay. Right, let's look at this rumoured Leicester signing then. Based on their Ultimate Team card. Here we go. Always the best way to see how good a signing is. If you are enjoying the stream and you're new, then hey, my name is Scott. We're streaming and uploading. And whether it's normal YouTube videos, shorts, or streaming, we're doing it basically every day. If you want to see more, you can subscribe on YouTube. You can follow on Twitch as well. Woyo Kulabali is the guy that we are apparently potentially signing. So, a right back, 6'2" right back. Give us some physicality. Can also play left back. Good for versatility, I guess. So what's he best at according to this game? Dribbling is not bad. Sprint speed is okay. Pretty physical. No play styles. You would love Pedro Neto's card. Pedro Neto's card looks very, very good. And would, of course, link beautifully with that Cole Palmer card that we've done. So that is something that I could potentially look at doing, that SBC. I have seen the new Evo. It's pretty crap. The new Evo is basically for players that are nowhere near, like, overall max 87 for this Evo. I feel like the vast majority of players that would actually benefit from this are probably the ones that are like 80 rated. So you use it as a combo, like a chain, part of a chain for an Evo. Looks good. You get press proven. No, you don't. You should, based on what it says. Like the description of the Evo, press proven would make sense to get as a playstyle as part of this, but no, you don't get that either. You got Team 1 cards, is that normal? I have absolutely no idea what's in packs right now. Like, my title of this stream is Numerofut Team 2, but apparently this is Team 4. So, your guess is as good as mine. I think just being better than JJ needs to be his only attribute. It's true. 82 times 14 did not come back out, no. Geordie, yes, of course. I think it's best for low-rated cards you intend to put into other Evos. Yep. Because, again, like, I don't know, Olga Carmona, right, is one of the best cards that I have that can fit into this. So, what do we actually get? We get 5 attacking positioning, 5 aggression. We don't gain any composure, penalties, or reactions because it only goes up to 82. In the second upgrade, we gain 10 aggression, 3 defensive awareness, but no composure, no penalties. So, unless you've boosted up a bronze card and they are really lacking in that regards, it's just not good. Like, this Boober, right? He fits into this. 87 rated. What does he gain? Some attacking positioning, a bit of penalties, a bit of reactions, 2 defensive awareness. It's just not very good. Whereas, if you're starting a new chain for a player, then I don't know. Like, I don't know what the lowest rated Leicester card is that I have in the club. Will Alves, right? He's currently got 57 reactions, 58 composure. This will take him up to a 63 rated card, but suddenly reactions and composure are fantastic. So, if he then fits into another Evo that gives him plus 20 dribbling, he's going to have 99 reactions and composure, which is elite. So, this is the kind of card, if you can chain it with something else, where this Evo is going to be really, really good. But you suddenly look at using it on anybody near the top end, and yeah, you're not getting much out of it. Like, what does Vardy gain from this? Like, putting Vardy into this Evo, he gains 5 defensive awareness. That's it. It's pretty poop. Memory Alley, hello! But yeah, all the Numerofut teams are supposed to be in packs at the moment, apparently. And each mini-release is a new team, supposedly. Saw on Twitter a thing about Hamza to Sheffield United. Any update? No. No updates on any incomings or outgoings in terms of fully reliable links or reports or anything like that. What is going on with this here? There we go. Am I going to the game tomorrow? Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's a cup game. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't care less about how we do. The only goal like last season, the only goal was to get promoted. How we did in any of the cups, completely irrelevant. Same this season, but the opposite. It's not getting promoted, it's staying in the league. I don't care whether we get knocked out in the earliest rounds possible in FA and Carabao Cup, because we're not winning them, so it doesn't matter. We just need to try and stay in the Prem as basically the only target. Oh my god, what just happened to YouTube? Just got nuked, apparently. Geordie, thank you very, very much for the generosity, the super chats. Can you get a team review? Of course you can. Thank you very, very much for sticking around for so long. I really appreciate people like yourself. And let me know as soon as you have sent and where, so that I can have a look at it. Hell yeah. Thank you very, very much. That kind of support and generosity, as I say, is very much appreciated and makes a big difference. So, you're a legend. And yeah, you have been here a long time. You were here during the good times where people didn't hate the game. You got to be honest, you actually like the game. Think people just want to hate the game for hating sense. There's things that can be better, but you enjoy the grind because the power curve is not going quick. Yeah, I see it from both sides. I don't think, for the most part, that this game is that bad this year. However, to put it very, very simply, yeah, what the hell happened to YouTube? We got nuked like half our viewers, apparently. Well, welcome to the streaming world. Yeah, Twitter is the best place. We've got QPR at home. Simply put, this game is terrible because it has button delay. If it doesn't have delay, and like before the delay suddenly appeared in this game, I would agree. I think that so many people were hating on parts of this game that it just didn't make any sense, and it was getting overly negative reactions from people. But then as soon as delay enters the equation, yeah, fair enough. Hate on it all you want. Any game that comes out from any developer in 2024 that has button delay is inexcusable, let alone one of the biggest publishers, developers in the world that make billions. There is simply no defending it. So, the core gameplay and stuff like that, sure. But their network infrastructure and servers and stuff like that, it's utterly pathetic for anyone, let alone a company of their level. It shouldn't be close to possible to even happen. You say it's so poorly optimized for PC. That really surprises me because so many people said that the game played so much better on PC this year. Like, loads of creators moved to PC because apparently the experience was better and smoother over there than it was on console. So I'm surprised that people say that based on that. Played Champs last week and the lag cost you a bunch. I haven't played Champs in... I don't even know how long. Like, I'm going to get back into it now that I'm more available and healthier and stuff like that. I can chill and just casually do Champs. Like, I'm not going to take it mega serious and try and go 15-0, but I can play it. And it'll be fine. We have a lot of money set on the transfer list there. A lot of money. Did run well on PC until EA updated the anti-cheat, creates lag spikes by overloading the CPU. Oh, nice. I saw that Inception uploaded a video talking about like how to stop lag on PC. So I'm assuming that he's never going to moan about this game ever again. Right? It's definitely not going to be the next upload is like a 2-hour-long rant. Definitely. Right, you sent it on Twitter. Let's have a little look. Okay. Bosh. I mean, there's some cards in here that I haven't even seen, so I don't know how good they are. Chose Rodrygo from swaps, fair enough. Mental enough to do Vinny, sure. Tevez. I mean, let me have a look at some of these cards whilst we're looking at the team, because as I say, I don't know if they're any good. Tevez. What is this card? 4-star, 5-star. Does actually look pretty damn good. Fair enough. We got Putellas, Declan Rice. He did look really good when he came out. Florian Wirtz, I'm assuming, is monstrous. Centre mid, 91. 4-star, 5-star. As a centre mid. How do you find this formation without having like an attacking mid? Do you find that you lack someone in like that hole behind the forwards, or is it okay? Yeah, he looks really good. Zeriberto, nice. Hierro, very good. Lucio, Maicon, Buffon. I mean, it's a solid team. Canate. I've seen very hit and miss thoughts on this Canate. Some people say that he's an absolute monster, and others say that he just feels like really slow and bulky. You did Zanetti, Makalele, Rolfo. You like doing bench SBCs, don't you? Sané. This Sané is apparently very, very good. Hazard, Kaká, Patry. Pajor's supposed to be amazing as well, but maybe not now that you've got these cards in here. Alawiran, Riyadh as well. I mean, it looks sick. The better John Stones is the one that fits your playstyle better. Do you want a bruiser, or do you want the guy that's got the anticipate? It's literally as simple as that with that card, really. Which one suits your playstyle better? T, that is, yeah, that just sounds like an EA thing, doesn't it? Wondering if you have any suggestions of players you could use, mostly one of the fullback positions and CDM. Have around 3 mil. Have both centre mids pretty attacking, really run into half spaces between wingers and strikers. 3 mil for fullbacks and a DM. I mean, can you not just go elite tier for any of those? Like, since 2 weeks start, that's why you didn't do Palmer, Neto and stuff. Oh, Palmer's really good as well. Like, Can you not go all the way up to someone mental like a Vieira? I don't know. What is his base card costing? 700. Wow. What's the better Mycon saying, actually? 445. I mean, on the left-hand side, you've obviously got any big boy version of Theo. They're so expensive, but he is amazing. Bruiser Stones looks like he'd be good at left-back, quick step and extra pace. Anticipate looks like he'd be better as a centre-back. Yep. And I can't remember which... the Bruiser one, I think, also looks like it might be better as a DM, where he can also play. I mean, yeah, Base Hullet. Base Hullet can't play DM, though. He'd have to go centre mid. So then you have to play... Verts can't... Yeah, no, he can't. There's not really many choices, because the way that this game works is you go special, right? And you go to a position. Let's go right back. If we set this to like 30k, then there's loads of different cards that pop up, right? An absolute ton of different right backs will appear. But if we suddenly bump this to somewhere between 100 and 150k, your options are a lot more limited. And then, if you bump that even higher, let's go 300 to 500k. You really, really don't have much choice. Like, some of these cards don't cost anywhere near this much. Like, we just saw that Alex Scott. Diogo Dalot is like 40k. How his price range goes this high, I have absolutely no idea. Like, look, average 48. So, you can't really pick and choose when it comes to these kind of positions. I don't know if left back is the same. Again, that Alex Scott is surely... Yeah, not even close to that amount. You already have a Rolfo, right? She's not close to that amount. This Ashley Cole isn't close to that amount. Liza Razou. No. So, I mean, if we put this to 400... Who is there? The new Militao? Alex Scott and Rolfo don't cost that much. That Theo doesn't cost anywhere near that much. Roberto Carlos. Some of these positions are really, really hard to actually upgrade. When you've got someone of, like, let's say, for example, this Alex Scott's level... There just aren't that many cards. And then in other positions, if there are cards, like let's go CDM. And let's go 500k minimum. Some of these cards that pop up here will be significantly cheaper than this. Well, I don't know, like this Carlos Alberto. There you go. There's maybe an option for your DM, because he's basically a centre-back that has been given nice DM stats as well. But you don't have much to choose from. This Camavinga came out recently. He's very expensive. He can actually, to be fair, play either DM or left-back for you. But the jumps in the game nowadays... You go from having a plethora of options for players that are 50k or less, then you jump to like 100 to 300k, and there's maybe 5 to 10 cards, and then 500k to a mil, there's maybe like 5 different cards, and then you've got people that are a mil plus, and there's maybe 5 to 10 cards. But the jumps for each level are massive. absolutely massive. So it becomes really difficult to make some of those choices. Theo Camavinga and Icons, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, so there's a few cards, like, again, Yaya would basically be like a better version of Rice, you would assume. Like, you go up to 4-star, 5-star. His shooting is significantly better. He's quicker. His passing is better. His dribbling is better. His defending is slightly worse, but his physical, like, he's much stronger. Rice has some nice playstyles there. Yaya can get forward if you want him to as well. Bruiser plus. So the frustrating part is as well, if you want to try out a card like that, like let's say a card costs 1 million coins. If you want to try them, then you're paying 50,000 coins if you buy and then sell them for the exact same amount in order to just try them out because of the tax. So I was talking to Tom about this actually yesterday. People don't want to spend their coins, which is why so many people end up spending them in the store or buying fodder to do SBCs, because I've got like 1.5 mil, something like that, right? If I went and bought that Yaya to put into this team right here, there's a chance that in a week's time he's halved in price because some crazy SBC came out, or a new promo card came out that is basically him, and so therefore his price drops. So it's so terrifying to spend your coins when there is no guarantee that the player that you buy isn't going to absolutely plummet. Well, I mean, even this Hamsik is now like 500,000. I don't know what happened. Like, obviously, I got him in the thing and then it upgraded, but I mean, so like this mega drop that happened here is crazy. Like, the price drops that we saw were mad, and ever since, so many cards have just, that level of drop was crazy. Look at that. It had like 1 million coins, or more than that. It's mad. Because that was, I can't remember what came out that caused it. The double play styles, wasn't it? Like Mbappe. Like 500,000 coins. And then look, that next drop over here. Just these specific days where you just have such a drop. You don't know when the next one will be, is the problem. Like, when Team of the Year comes out, are the prices of any other elite level cards just going to plummet? Or not? Are they going to stay where they are? Because a Team of the Years are so unattainable that people aren't going to be able to get them, so therefore these other cards are going to have to do. Will they potentially even go back up if it comes out that Team of the Years are so hard to obtain and so expensive? Will an Mbappe base card go back up in price? I don't know. Expensive 89 rated icons drop like 70% due to some store pack. Yeah, exactly. Like, that kind of thing is always a possibility as well. It is crazy. I mean, that drop in the space of a month to go from like 2 mil. Like, people just using and enjoying the card more and more. Bang. Huge drop, and then bang. And then bang. Mad. I realised it wasn't on the screen. There. It is crazy. Now we're a few months into FC25. How do you feel about the player roles against the former player work rates? Personally, I enjoy the roles. However, you feel it can make building a team more restrictive. My honest answer is I don't think that work rates really mattered. And I don't know how effective roles are. Because for some people, I used, like, I tried out Palmer's previous card, and I used him as a Shadow Striker plus, and he felt really, really good. But then I used someone else with the same role, and he doesn't feel like Palmer did. So, I don't know how much difference it makes. If I'm perfectly honest with you. Like, if I have him as a 10, and this card doesn't have Playmaker plus, does he feel crap if I put him on Playmaker? I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that just... Because we never get told or specifically detailed about things from EA, it's hard to know what difference it makes. For example, nobody has any idea exactly what the difference is between 90 finishing and 95. You know that it's better, of course. But how much better? How important is that? How should that be reflected in like a player's price and stuff like that? We don't know. And we never will until we can see it via some kind of database from EA. Like, you know when they come out with the pitch notes and sometimes they'll show you an example of a player with 90 finishing with and without a playstyle, and they have like 100 shots and it has like the tracer of where the shot goes. Until we have that and you can experiment with it, move a slider up and down and see exactly the difference from having an individual stat improved or decreased, we just don't know enough about it. And so it's just so hard to judge things. Like, personally, with Finesse Shot, I could not tell you the difference between having base Finesse Shot, like the silver one, or not having it at all. It says that it performs finesse shots faster with additional curve and improved accuracy. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like unless you have Finesse Shot Plus, that they may as well not have it at all. Same with Power Shot. It feels like normal Power Shots compared to Silver base Power Shot playstyle feel exactly the same, but then if you have Power Shot Plus, it's way faster. So it's frustrating in that regard, I would say. Attacking positioning is boosted by the roll plus or roll plus plus. The higher attack position, the better runs the player can make. A base roll uses 80 plus attack position. Roll plus is 100%. Roll plus plus is 110%. A player with no roll has 40%. It, as much as playstyles and roles are, in theory, good for the game and stuff like that, it does also show frustrating things. For example, if you're tackling with a defender, with someone with Anticipate Plus, and you keep the ball, right? You tackle them, you press B, and you keep the ball whilst tackling the player, and then you can start your counter-attack. What this shows is that they could code the game so that every tackle, if you've got good enough stats, you could keep the ball, and it could be consistent. But instead, they lock it behind a playstyle plus. Same with finesse shots. I think that's one of the best examples. If you try and score a normal finesse shot from outside the box, green timed, with someone that doesn't have the playstyle, it doesn't go in. And that's silly. The game relies too much on having to have the playstyle or the role. You can't play how you want with a card. You can only really play to what their playstyles allow you to do. So Hamsik, we can use him as a playmaker because he's got incisive pass and long ball pass, and we can score power shots with him. But even though he has 93 long shots, and with this chem style, 91 curve, if I shoot a green time finesse shot from outside the box, it won't go in because he doesn't have that play style. And I think that's really problematic because it just means that there's less variation in the cards that you see because people feel like they have to go with cards that have particular playstyles. What it should be is that it is a small boost, right? This description, which you can't see, sorry, performs finesse shots significantly faster with maximum curve and exceptional accuracy. It's way too much of a difference to the point where it becomes broken. Like, she has, even with a chem star, this Sam Kerr has 80 curve, yet, and 85 long shots. Yet, if you've watched me play with this card for the past, 4 months? Look at her goal record. This card scores finesse shots like they're absolutely nothing. So even though her stats are worse than Hamsik's, quite considerably worse. Like, he has 91 curve compared to, 80? And he has 93 long shots compared to 85. But he doesn't have the play style, and therefore his finesse shots suck. That's stupid to me. If your stats are significantly better than someone, the playstyle should be able to level them out. It shouldn't go up there. Sam Kerr should not be worlds away from Hamsik in terms of the finesses that she can do because of the playstyle when her stats aren't as good as him. And that is my biggest problem with playstyles in this game, is that the plus playstyles are too good compared to stats. And it means that pretty much everything comes down to playstyles. Like, a new card can come out. Like, I don't know, who's an example? Like, Griezmann. Griezmann just came out, right? His new card. This 92 rated Griezmann. Wow. 5-star, 4-star on this card as well, by the way. That's sick. So, if this card had Incisive Pass Plus instead of Finesse Shot Plus, it would cost a fraction of the price, even though he's got 91 long shots and 93 curve. he should be able to score finesses. But that playstyle alone will multiply his value. Like, how much is this card coming in at? He only has one playstyle plus, but it is one of the best ones. This card is nearly extinct at just over 4.5 mil. Right? If he had even technical plus and didn't have finesse, this card might be like 1 million coins. And so we've gone from stats mattering, we've gone from stars mattering, to it basically only coming down to this page. This page determines whether a player is average, good, or elite. And it just takes a lot away. Is it Team of the Year today? Please answer. No. The voting doesn't end until next week. It's stupid how without the playstyle, the ability to complete the action is significantly reduced, which is stupid. Yeah. Like, I don't mind. I think the frustration is that you can't replicate what a playstyle does. Whereas, if you had precision shooting turned on, and if you had fully manual controls, green timing and everything like that turned on, you should be able to replicate what Finesse Shot Plus can do. If you time a perfectly aimed, positioned finesse shot with a player that has really good stats, with precision shooting, timed finishing, you should be able to bang it. But you can't because you don't have Finesse Shot Plus. Very silly. IMO. The best player of the new promo is probably that Griezmann right there. 5-star weak foot or 5-star skills depends on whether you care about having fun or being more efficient. Skills are significantly more enjoyable. Like this Palmer, I much prefer him being 5-star 4-star to 4-star 5-star. If he was 4-5, he would be a bit more reliable in like his through balls and stuff through to the strikers and being able to bang it on either foot. But I don't really care about that. I care about the fact I can do really nice tight dribbling because he's got technical plus, and because of his dribbling stats and his 5-star skills, he feels really tight when he's doing skill moves. That's fun and enjoyable. So it depends on what you're looking for, really. There are some games, like FIFA 20, I believe it was, 5-star weak foot was like the most important thing that you could have on a card. That was the Ben Yedder year, where he terrorized everybody throughout the entire year with his player of the months and stuff like that. He was one of the best players in the game because he was 4-star, 5-star. And 5-star weak foot in that game, because of the way that shooting worked and finishing, if you didn't have that, that would plummet your value. If you did have it, that would be the equivalent of like a playstyle plus, making your card significantly more expensive. So we've had that in some years, whereas other years, having a certain level of skill moves or something like that to be able to do, for example, El Tornadoes, right? I think you needed 5-star skills for that. There were other ways of scooping the ball up and crossing it, but if you had the 5-star skills so you could do those specific skill moves, it means your card's more expensive. So it depends on what is prominent in terms of the meta of the game. Another example would be in previous years, or at least in one year, everyone was using fullbacks at centre-back. And so therefore, if you weren't fast, you couldn't compete with someone just using a fullback and moving them to centre-back or whatever. So, therefore, you just wouldn't be expensive. In the year of, like, El Tornado and some stuff like that, you needed to be tall if you were a fullback. So, even if you were a phenomenal card and had great pace, defending and physical or whatever, if you weren't tall, you weren't going to be expensive because people weren't using you because of the back post headers. So, pretty much every year, there's like a handful or less than a handful of things that determine the value of every card on the game. And it's mad. So, nowadays, with playstyles, that's a massive one. So, if you are a centre-back that has Anticipate Plus, if you also have, like, I don't know, Aerial and Bruiser, you're automatically going to be wanted by significantly more people because of your playstyles. And so, playstyles are now the main thing that determine a player's price. Like, this Militao, if he didn't have... If you took away Anticipate, Bruiser, and Aerial, this card would be so much cheaper. His stats would stay exactly the same. He'd still have some really good other playstyles, and even a really good playstyle plus. But because he doesn't have the key ones, it's mad. It is madness. It's mad how that little symbol on the card will have more of an impact on the card's market value than its overall stats. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I say, this Griezmann, having that Finesse Plus is the reason why this card is going to be so expensive. Because, yeah, he's great. Like, Griezmann is amazing. And 5-star, 4-star is incredible. But if he didn't have Finesse Plus, people wouldn't care about him. Rosanna, please stop spamming. Thank you. As you say, precision shot, green time with 90 plus long shot, finishing curve should be enough to replicate Finesse playstyle, but it won't. Yep. You think the biggest impact on market value is now number 1, playstyles, number 2, player name, number 3, player historic reputation on the game, and 4, stats. Yes. You're probably right. Because, yeah, if someone had these exact stats and playstyles and everything like that, but it was Juanmi instead of Griezmann, he wouldn't cost this much. He'd still be expensive because he's still got crazy stats, but he wouldn't be at that level. Missed out cool dynamic image. It's true. No comment, this is your first stream. That's fine. Please don't spam. It's one of the only things we ask people to not do. Are you the only person who agreed with the not bringing on Ashley Young's son? I think anyone that actually understands football would understand that it was the correct decision to not sub him on. They were well within the game, right? You're 1 goal down. Anything can happen at that point, right? You could easily have equalized. You need one tiny bit of luck or one good chance that's taken really well, and bang, you're back in it, taking it to penalties or whatever it would have been. So people that think that a manager would prefer to play to the media fairy tale story rather than try and get his team through to the next round of the competition is just a fool, really. Rosanna, great. Made me a lot of money. The viewership was sky high. Starting an academy player tonight, which fans will enjoy. Good start, Graham. I mean, it's a cup competition. Is that not expected? Player unique models and animations make a big difference to their value. Yes. That's also correct. Yeah, I could upgrade my Sam Kerr. I mean, I don't know how much of an upgrade it actually is in terms of stats, or whether it is basically just, I don't need anyone else in the team giving her chemistry. You can get it just with a manager. It might just be that. Still double 4. Yeah, you are a weird spammer, so we're going to time you out. Pace, small upgrade. Shooting, small upgrade. Passing doesn't really change. Dribbling goes up a little bit. Yeah, it's just incremental upgrades. No extra play styles either. Just get Poacher++, which is good. And Sean eats Cena pie. That was pretty good, to be fair. It was pretty good. I need to see at this point whether I can utilize this new Evo, though. Like, if I could put a lower rated card into this and then into something like one of these, then that could be really good. But I might wait to see if they drop some more, because there's just not that many available right now. Like, if I use that Will Alves as an example of a player, put him in Evos. Right. Exclude your used evolutions. You've not used any Evos yet. I probably need to do this so that I can... At the end, before he was hanging off the boat. They explained it straight afterwards. Could be good with the octopus, considering aggression, directions, defensive awareness boost. Yeah. I wish that there was a way... Like, I guess you have to choose which ones you've already done. But why in this? Like, if I tick Hey Jude, why is there not a way that I can make it so that it excludes Hey Jude? I don't want this one here. Unless I'm mad and I just don't see it on here. Exclude unselected Evos. So if I select the only ones that are available, Dino Magic, number 8, this, Kleiber, the Octopus, and Mentality Monster. Apply filters. Okay, right. That's better. A bit frustrating that we have to go through this method of doing it, but okay. So like this Will Alves could go up to 4-star, 5-star cam that can also play centre-back. Yeah, again, I've not done Evo Lab stuff. I don't have anything in here. I could go through everything and fill it all in, but that is a lot of effort. See, the problem is now, if I switch this to somebody else, like, here's an example. Maybe like a Harry Winks. Oh no, I want someone lower. Sammy Braybrook. That's a very different picture. So if we do this, I mean, look at that. That'd be interesting. Take him from a 61 up to an 89 rated. 4-star, 5-star. Intercept plus, incisive pass, slide tackle, bruiser, press proven, relentless. Great pace. Poor shooting, but it's a DM, so it's not the end of the world. Passing is actually really good for a DM. Dribbling, his actual dribbling stat would be low. But agility, balance, composure up to 93. Defending stats good, physicality good. CDM, holding plus. You could put like an anchor on this card. So this is the kind of thing... Oh no, but look, it's going into Mentality Monster last. You'd think maybe there's a way that you can put him in this beforehand and get more of a boost from... Because his reactions and composure are already above the maximum, so he's not getting any boost from that. Surely the ideal scenario is you use Mentality Monster somewhere at the beginning to boost up those stats individually, rather than at the end where it's not going to change that much, you would assume. I'm assuming this version of his card is not available. Extinct, yeah. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised that this one is coming in last. I guess maybe because it bumps you up by +2, and maybe that would kick you out of being able to fit him into some of these other ones. Would be a guess. Maybe. But like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. I tell you what, as a centre-back... okay, he is 5'7". That would be problematic. I need a second centre-back for the Evo team. So maybe I could look if there's someone... Like, I was going to start an Evo on Ben Nelson. I was going to do one, but I ran out of time. So he can currently go up to an 86. See this? This could be a really good example of it, though. He has 68 dribbling. This card... Oh, no, look. See, once again, Mentality Monster's not having that much of an effect when you don't put it at the very beginning of a chain. But this could be a really nice second centre-back for me in my Evo squad. I think I have all of these. Yeah, I do have all of these remaining. So I could get this card. I don't know how many games this would be. I don't know if it says anywhere. It would be a 70k cost overall, because I'd be putting him into number 8. But yeah, there's options. I can have a look, because I need to get a second centre-back. I think is the biggest problem with my Evo squad right now. Like, Fast is actually solid, but this Luis Hernandez is definitely not. I mean, to be fair, maybe he fits into something right now. I don't know. JJ will be going up to an 86, I think. We need to get Wolf into another Evo, and then we're going to need to get Ayu into something. But Buenanotte... How could I... You can go on the... Can you go on the left? No. I mean, I could just do that, to be fair. I'm really sad that I missed out on Riyadh's. It just to not be terrible, I know. Edward. If I'd not run out of time on the Schlupp one. That was like 2 months ago. That could have been a crazy card. I need something for Steffi to go into to turn into a beast. Like, he can probably fit into like that Dino one or something, but I'm not paying 250k for an Evo for him. What can you get Cags to? I have no idea. Bassi could be one that could be good as well. But missing out on a couple did hinder me. Like, that Schlupp one was actually a good one. 250k left wing one is now gone. I thought that was still there. The Dino. Oh. That's a different one. Oh, and that's right wing as well. Of course it is. Oh, that was the attacking avalanche. Cags to 83, under to 87. Nice. Yeah, I did miss out on some. But it's okay. Played well against Rangers last night. Braybrook. Mm-hmm. Full cam then. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool, to be fair. That is pretty cool. I just need that second centre-back sorted. Because, like, whilst Farce is only 80 rated, he's really good 80 rated. Like, 6'2", sprint speed is okay, perfect passing, 98 reactions, 90 composure. Those are the stats that matter the most for centre-backs. His defending's okay, his physical's fine, and his playstyles are really good as well. So, if we get an Evo where you can put in lower rated centre-backs, then he's going to be really, really good for that. I'm just waiting. But I need a second one next to him. Attacking Avalanche was amazing. It just, for every single card that went into it looked like it came out exactly the same. Which I think is one of the problems with the new version of Evos. Is that with some of them, like this, 8 red card on the game. It's pretty good. Like, I don't know, this Rafinha, right? What does it come out? 91, 85, 84, 89. 90, 85, 81, 89. Oh, Frank Kirby. 90, 85, 84, 90. It does feel like with these big expensive ones, most players that go into it look identical, which kind of defeats part of the point of Evos in having more unique cards. In some way. I don't know, what does a base Lamine Yamal go up to? Very, very similar. So, whilst some of them are cool, it does feel like that, and with the attacking Avalanche one, it felt like every card that I was seeing people on Twitter use just looked the same. Which is a bit sad. How Rose fits into this one. Everyone goes to 5-star, 4-star, basically. I mean, that could be my left wing sorted if I did that, if I wanted to spend that amount of coins. That could be solid, but it's 100k. I don't really want to spend that. Because the worry with like paid Evos as well is that you could get a free one that does basically the same thing, like next week or the week after. And so then you've just spunked 100, 200,000 coins down the drain on an Evo that you didn't need to. Which is a bit... But lately, I've been doing a lot more Evos, and so getting my cards up to a better level is is quite nice. I mean, like, Hamza's card at this point is looking pretty solid. Decent play styles. Nice stats. Good composure is always nice. But more importantly, like, good positions as well. I could easily put him into centre mid. Like, if I got a... I don't know. If I got, like, a Ricky P or something, Monster Evo, I could put Hamza in for Wilf. And he'd be significantly better than that card. Booba's more of a DM than a centre mid. Buenanotte is looking okay, but he's the kind of card... He does need the reactions and composure. So that newest Evo would be really good if it went higher than 82. It's just such a low number for an Evo that's supposed to massively boost your reactions and composure. 82 is not high. That should have gone to at least 85. And if it did, maybe I'd put him into it and we'd be looking really, really good. Jamie's decent as well. If Leicester get no special keepers, you're just going to use a random one when it comes to using the team. Yeah, maybe. I might just start using this in Rivals. Just have some fun with it. Have some fun using our team. I mean, yeah, I don't... Has Casper got anything this year? Not yet. Even though he's kept a ton of clean sheets and stuff like that. Nothing for him just yet. Now his base cards, it's not awful. He's not the tallest keeper. I actually thought he was smaller than a 6'2". I thought I was taller than him. It's frustrating that we still can't do keeper evos because, yeah, imagine being able to take Mads up to like the rating that he actually deserves. It'd be sick. But no, not a thing. But if I'm just like chilling and using it in Rivals, it doesn't really matter. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. You know what card I should get for this team? I should just go and spend some money. And get... Crap, what was it? Was it a Winter Wild card? I can't remember. Lookman. It's a shame that he can't play on the left. But this card was just so fun to use. Kante, hell no. Hell no. I want to have fun playing the game. 5-star, 4-star, 99 dribbling. This card is the best dribbler I've used this year comfortably. He felt so smooth with it. The problem would be Kem. He would obviously be getting a Nigeria link to Wilf, so that would help. Aside from that, though, lacking a little bit. So I'm not entirely sure what I do regarding that, because even with a manager, I wouldn't be able to give him any more Chem. Unless we then go and get ourselves like a Lineker. But it's just a bit meh, isn't it? Like, until I can... What I want is some kind of Evo that basically gives a player Chem. Like, turn them into a Globetrotter kind of thing. Well, here's an interesting tweet for some of you. David Moyes, set to be appointed Everton manager. Talks heading towards deal being finalised immediately. Expected to be announced in next 24 hours. Viewed by TFG as ideal for Prem survival and longer term plans, which Everton contract will reflect. So maybe the 2 year deal that was talked about yesterday might be true. That's from Ornstein. So, it's happening. He's back. He is back. Just get Gary in up front. Yeah, Madders does have a new card. I've used that in a video with Tom. But I played him right mid, so I didn't get too much use out of him. I just need that left winger. But this card does look pretty damn good. You feel with a lot of Evos, most options are too similar to each other because of the level cap. Yeah, it was always going to the it was always going to be the problem with the new system. Is that if you're bringing out an Evo that has stacked caps, right? So for example, this one takes a player up to 86 shooting, 84 defending, blah, blah, blah. If the boosts are massive, then it doesn't matter who's going into it. They will hit the cap. Now, for some things, that's good, right? But I think it's better for the lower ones. So I think having stat limits is great when you are basically able to put in any bronze card in the game and they give them plus 60 in every stat, right? And make it so that they go up to an 80 rated that has 75 across the board in their stats. Something like that, right? But it's when you get these kind of ones where you're paying for this and it's taking them to caps that are okay but not mental. And it does mean that there isn't really any variation in stuff. Whereas if everyone's going into that lower one and you're basically making a player then able to go into other Evos and you mix and match stuff, then it's a bit different. There needs to be some kind of middle ground with combining last year's system with this year's one. And then I think that's when Evos are going to be beautiful. I do think, however, there is still a problem, a big problem with Evos that maybe they've tried to fix with this one, Mentality Monster. They've not done a good job with it. But this is the kind of thing that we need. We need Evos where you can basically fix an individual stat on a card. At least partially. Oh, I can't go to the squad. Apparently it doesn't want to let me do that. So, I don't know. Vardy. He has 75 stamina. That could be a bit of a problem. Why is there not an Evo that I can do where if I play 10 games with him, I can gain +1 stamina? So if I really, really want to grind the game, then I can play hundreds of matches in order to Evo a card in exactly the way that I want to. Is it because then I'd be less likely to spend money on the game? Is that their logic? Because surely someone that's playing that much anyway isn't the guy that's only sat there opening packs. They're playing the game regardless. So you could even have a paid version. You could have 2 versions of an Evo. You could make it so that if someone wants to spend £5 on an Evo for a player, they can do it. Or if you want to do it for free, it's going to take longer. The requirements are bigger, but you can do it for free. So if I want to play the game more to do the Evo without having to pay for it, then I can. But Again, that's the kind of thing that happens in games where the creators properly care, like the developers properly care about the player base and stuff like that, rather than trying to just milk them for everything that they can. So I don't think you're going to see that in this game series, sadly. Which is a shame, but also not really that surprising. This cannon card's going to end up being okay. Once again, it'd be nice if any of my forwards could play on the left. I'm going to have like 4 strikers that are really, really good. No left winger other than Jordan Ayew. Deary me. Managed to get an Evo'd player with 9 playstyles when Max was 8, which he found odd. Yeah, that doesn't feel like it should be possible, to be honest with you. This JJ will be decent, though. Him and Hamza on either side will be okay. And then we'll have Farce, and then it's just that other centre-back. So whether I go for something crazy like that Ben Nelson, like 5 or 6 Evo chain in order to try and do it, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I could, like... The thing is, I've missed so many cards that have come out recently that I don't know who has specials. Like, I just checked whether Maguire had one. He could have easily been the kind of guy that got a Numerofut or a Winter Wild card that got him up to 80 pace, like Lewis Dunk's card. That kind of thing on Maguire. Like last year, was it, when he got a Player of the Month card that was really, really good? If he got something like that this year, he'd be great to have in that team. I mean, what Evo combos we got for Maguire right now? Pretty much nothing, because the range of Evos that are in the game at this moment in time is very low. So it looks like the highest you can get Maguire's pace is 45. That's the kind of thing where I don't know why they don't just bring out like 10 Evos at a time, or like the ability to redo an Evo like 10 times, to just give a player 30 pace. Takes them up to like max 80 as a centre-back, but gives them like 30 pace. So if there is a card like a Maguire, you can actually make them usable. Like this Hernandez, I mean, he wouldn't be good even with that. But it would make him significantly better. And the same with other individual stats. I don't know why it's not a thing. Maybe Riyadh will be my solution, by the way. Maybe like base Riyadh will end up fitting into a couple of Evos that make him be able to play on the left as well as an absolute machine. Oh yeah, I can switch this one out as well. Because I didn't do the Player of the Month, but I do have his 85, which gave him 8 more pace. So once again, another striker that we can use is 40 balance and 60 agility. That's so harsh. But yeah, another striker. Someone like this, Perez. Oh, Perez can play on the left. I wonder if there's anything that he could... Well, just the current range of Evos, though, is just so limited. Like, we could have this. We could have this as our left winger. I don't know exactly what this mentality monster is gaining this Perez. Because, oh, he'd gain 1 composure. He'll gain some, like, defensive awareness, and that's about it. He doesn't have the best play stars and stuff. He would be double 4-star. I mean, if I don't have anyone else to put into that, then maybe that's an option. And then at least I have a left winger that isn't that bad compared to my Jordan, who is... I mean, What would he look like? Can he go into it? This? Still not good. Still not good, but a bit better. Yeah, it's not great. Your heart is racing. You might not do champs after. Who you packed an icon pack? Who'd you get? I'm going to guess Bobby Charlton. Like the Flash Evos for that purpose, was able to boost a player's stats 2 times if you wanted. Yes, exactly. They were really, really good. The Flash Evos have arguably been the best Evos on the game. This year. I would take Rio. Cruyff. Wow. Fair enough, yeah. That's a pretty good one. But would you not want to go and use him? Like, will I do champs this weekend? Will I finally get back into playing champs? I could. I don't have a crazy busy weekend, so maybe I finally return to champs. But fair play, GG. By the way, there seems to be a decent amount of people on Twitch today. If you are enjoying the stream and you want to see more, you can always follow. It's completely free. We're also live on YouTube. If you are wondering who the hell I'm talking to. Oh no, the viewership on Twitch is absolutely shocking. My streaming software is just telling me that my viewership is like double what it actually is across both platforms combined. So, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Will I return to champs on stream? Oh, I don't know. I don't enjoy champs. Like, I really, really don't enjoy it. So, would I want to do it on stream? Like, maybe if I was just doing it really casually and not caring at all about how I do. Maybe. Which is, to be fair, the last like few times that I've played champs, which it's been quite a while, but the last few times that I've played it, I didn't really care about how I did. And I would just slowly but surely get through it whilst I'm just got Netflix or something like that on at the side. And if I did well, cool. I'll take some better rewards. If not, okay. It bumps up my account to continue doing stuff. I feel like now that we're into the new year and I'm finally feeling better and everything like that, sort of sorted out a lot of stuff post-Christmas that maybe I do want to start doing champs and stuff a bit more often and bumping up both accounts, properly getting back into things. But I just know I'm not going to enjoy it. But maybe if I did just play it casually on stream and we could just chill and chat about whatever whilst seeing how many wins we get whilst not really caring. It could be the best way to do it, to be fair. You'd love to use Big Yannick even if he had 70 pace. We did have a pace Evo or two, but they were right near the start. And since then, we haven't had any for ages. Other than the Flash ones. Which did give you some. But in general, yeah, not great. You will be doing champs, just not today as your heart's racing from that. Fair enough. Fair enough. Unless you're 15-0 sweat, no one likes champs. Do they even like champs? They probably enjoy the idea of champs more so than the average person because they can probably get through it in like an hour and a half. Really, really easily. 2 hours after turning on the console, they've opened up their rewards, they're off. That's the dream. Let's do one playoff game. It's not quite as bad as it used to be since they changed. Oh yeah, I guess to be fair, the average player in Champs is potentially worse than they were before. Swan song for the Champs content, yeah. It's just knowing what on earth to potentially even do in regards to like streams with this game, because people just don't seem to enjoy gameplay content at all. The viewership seems to always go down if you're playing the game. But then there isn't like a constant menu grind that you can do either. So it's kind of hard to really look at things in that way. Oh, I did completely forget though. The biggest downside to playing Champs on stream is having to play delayed gameplay. I always forget just how bad it is until coming back on and playing. Like, this is horrible. Like, when I'm recording with Tom and James and people like that, also, by the way, the scoreboard in the top left not showing the team names is a lovely touch. Yeah, those games, you just don't have this kind of delay. So, I genuinely, because it's been so long since I played Champs properly, I genuinely forgot how bad the delayed gameplay was. Because I've hardly played Rivals either. But even after all this time, where they've probably been bleeding players, and therefore the servers not having as much stress on them, this gameplay is still a delayed mess. This is the reason why I stopped streaming Champs. It wasn't because I got like annoyed at not getting the wins I wanted or anything like that. It's because playing delayed gameplay just meant that the stream turned into negativity, because it's simply impossible to enjoy playing the game when you press a button and it doesn't do what you press. Or maybe it does, but like a second later. That's why I stopped. And having completely forgot about that, I'm now wondering whether I would reverse what we just talked about in terms of even potentially doing it casually on stream, because it's that bad. I think the only good thing from Champs is hashtag house. I don't watch any Champs content at all. Because, yeah, it just... just not really that entertaining for me. Sadly. You think the good guys enjoy it till they get shafted in the rewards? But I kind of feel like that's because people overestimate what they should be getting in rewards. Like, in reality, if you are going 15-0 in Champs, you are getting a chunk of coins, you're getting a chunk of fodder, and a couple of promos nowadays that are potentially huge. In reality, probably not going to be incredible. But people expect to make, like, 2 million coins because they went 15-0. It's just like, come on. That's just a bit silly. Oh, we don't have names on the scoreboard in any of these games, apparently. God, it's such a slow McGeady spin, it's crazy. Ah, and Cole Palmer ignored his. Bosh. If it affects your ability to play the game, that's... yeah. It's just so sad, because I've said it many times this year. I think the core gameplay of this game is actually fine. And I think people were moaning about this game so much when at its core, it wasn't that bad. There weren't that many problems, especially compared to a lot of other years. But then the delay came, and ever since then, this game has just been significantly worse. And it is such a shame, man, because what is supposed to be the heart of the game, the gameplay, like everything, people bang on about the menus in Ultimate Team all the time, as if like they are the main part of the game. But the whole point is that whatever you do in the menus is then used in-game. So even if there is a menu grind, it's so that you can obtain some cards, which you'll then use in Champs, or some coins to buy players, which you'll then use in Champs, in Rivals. But when it doesn't matter what you get, because the delay ruins it all, suddenly you have a massive problem there. And maybe, like, people that have, like, business line internet, like, maybe you can pay to win with your internet in terms of actually getting enjoyment out of the game. Like, I have basically the best internet that you can get in my area outside of getting a proper business line, which is like your own thing going into your building. You're not affected by anyone else in the area or anything like that. It's separate. Other than doing that, you don't get better than what I've got. So for me to have problems in every single Champs game, but not on any other video game that I ever play, I just don't get how we went a whole year on FC24 without delay, and now it's back. But it's the main reason why I didn't stream as much and stuff like that, and why I stopped playing anywhere near as much Champs and Rivals, because if I'm not able to enjoy the gameplay because of connection and delay, the stream just isn't as enjoyable. The vibes are more negative, the energy's lower, and so I stopped streaming Champs because every single time that I would stream it, even if I was doing well in the gameplay, it wouldn't be enjoyable. There would be so much frustration around the, like, come on, about how slow everything is in the gameplay. Maybe I got a new card that was really, really cool or really good from rewards or an SBC. I got like a really good icon pack. But then go into Champs and use it, and it's just like, oh, it's still crap and laggy. So yeah, I stopped streaming it, and it meant that I've just not played the game anywhere near as much. Which is why I started doing more review videos and stuff like that, because they were more enjoyable. I could go and do it in Rivals late night and it wasn't as laggy. Or I could go and do it in friendlies even, and it was fine. But yeah, streaming Champs and just having that constant connection buzzkill, it's just frustrating, really. Because we know what the game... I think the biggest frustration is knowing how good the game can feel when there isn't any delay. And how smooth cards can play. Like that Lookman. That Lookman is a prime example. He felt unbelievable. But if I were to use him in this team right now, going into champs, he has 99 dribbling, but it'd probably feel like he's got 15. So, yeah, it just started to take away so much enjoyment from streaming the game because it was just constant frustration. So will I bring it back, even if I'm just streaming it, like, playing champs really casually? Maybe. Because I want to stream more. But the problem is, like, the viewership has been really, really bad this year. Stream viewership, not just for me, but for a lot of people. It's very low. And I don't know how to increase that and bring more entertainment and energy on a game that has so much frustration. I don't know. Other than sitting there opening packs and doing pack games and stuff like that. But it's really difficult. So I don't know whether I will bring it back or not. I'm undecided. Shubs, Happy New Year to you. I've been ill for the entirety of 2025. Aside from that, though, it's been okay. It's been positive in other ways, which is, I guess, all you can ask for, really. And now, hopefully, coming out the other side of being ill means that things can be even more positive. Right? I hope so, anyway. I have ideas, goals, targets, plans for stuff this year, personal and professional. I'm looking forward to see how I do. Pal. So, camera set, a tele-broadcast. And there is no difference in the stadium. Everyone uses the same one. It's the same. Already had a month away from the game, just found it so unenjoyable for a time. I think so many people have had the same thing. That they've just been going and playing other stuff. Like, the stuff that's come out recently as well. Like, COD came out, and so many people have been enjoying that. You had Fortnite come back with, like, OG Fortnite, and the chapter remix and everyone and everything as well. Indiana Jones came out recently. Stalker came out as well. Planet Coaster 2 came out. Valorant on consoles is a big thing as well. Even UFL. Sniper Elite's coming soon. You've also got Avowed coming very soon for Xbox. That is pretty damn sick. But loads and loads of cool stuff. There's so many awesome games to play right now that it feels like people are finally waking up to the fact that why would I play a game that is going to annoy me when I could just go and play any of these other ones that I'm probably going to have a really good time playing? And I don't know why it's taken so many years for so many people to sort of have that light switch moment of, yeah, I should just, like, I should play PGA instead of FC. I should play WRC, Diablo. Go back and play some old Bethesda games instead. Or just chill and play some Fortnite with my mates. Some stadiums impact. Yeah, it's the general one. I didn't even know you could use a different one. To be honest with you. Liverpool, hello, how's it going? Like right now, we've currently been streaming Elden Ring, and we'll probably get back to that very soon, now that we're back in the swing of things, streaming-wise. Off stream, I've been playing a few things. The latest thing that I have just, as of yesterday, re-put onto the main hard drive of the Xbox so that I can play it is Stalker. So I'm looking forward to that. I hopped into a bit of Titanfall 2 because that came onto like Game Pass or whatever, and that was really fun as well. Titanfall, like when Titanfall 1 came out, my god, it was so good. I've still not tried Marvel Rivals. No. What I've seen from a lot of people and what they say though is that it's a game that a lot of people will enjoy playing rather than watching more, unless you are like really, really good at it. So I don't know whether it's something that I would stream or just play. But I do want to try it out. And it's for me, a 51 gig. I see. I've just got stuff that I want to play through right now, though. Like I got a code for this for free, so I want to play through that as well. I want to play this. What else would I get rid of? I don't know. This. This, if I wasn't streaming it. Can I not just install it on... Like, can I not... I want to install it... I want to install... Like, is it not possible for me to specifically install it onto my other drive? I don't know. A lot of COD streamers have moved over to it as the viewership is much better. Depends how good you are as well. Yeah, unless you're really good at these kind of games, your viewership is probably going to be bottom of the barrel, nothing. Like, unless you have a core audience that's going to watch you play. Like, new people are just going to go and watch the people that are best at these kind of games because they're so much more entertaining to watch when the people who are playing are good at what they do. It's the same case for a lot of games, is that unless you can bring a really high entertainment factor, then skill is the thing that's going to get people wanting to watch. But I do want to try it out. But what I was going to say is, it's whether it's one of those games where I feel like I would have to invest a lot of time to even get half decent at it. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be worth playing at all. That's why I've never really touched anything like League, CS. I've played a little bit of Valorant, but that feels like that would sort of be similar as well. So, yeah, I don't know. Sea of Thieves, quite good. Doesn't really interest me. I feel like Sea of Thieves is one of those games that if you're interested in that kind of game, it's fantastic. But it just... It's not the kind of thing I look at and really want to play. I was gonna say it wouldn't surprise me if it's like close to the top of this list, but apparently not. Apparently it's not close. I guess maybe because it's just been out for so long. They wouldn't be getting that many new players. I did see a rumor recently, though, that Destiny 1... Like, in terms of bringing out another Destiny game, they might basically redo the first one, but with all the new tech and everything. Which would be incredible, because I loved it. I played it a hell of a lot. Destiny 2, not as much. I don't know if I ever got, like, the achievements and stuff on. on it or not. Oops. Is there a way? There's no way to do it by, like, name of game or something like that. That would be really, really handy in this kind of scenario. Because I just can't remember if I played a lot of Destiny 2 or if I played it and just didn't enjoy it as much as Destiny 1 and therefore just didn't do that much of it. Oh, the goats. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got playtime. Nearly 5 days played. It's quite a bit. But I didn't get close to all of the achievements. I didn't play through with different classes and stuff like that. I don't know if it'd be possible to, like, jump back on it and whether you could get, like, these kind of things or whether it's all, like, time gated and it's gone. That could very easily be the case. But Destiny... But, oh god, I still need to do Starfield at some point. We got Avowed coming out very soon as well. Some of these games I want to play through and eventually complete. Spyro I need to do. But Destiny 1 would probably be a long way down here. Destiny. I'm surprised I only got that. I mean, I got 30 out of 60. Unless it was like DLC. Like, complete a raid. How did I not complete a raid on Destiny 1? And I didn't play Crucible at all. Unless they, like, retroactively brought in some of these achievements. Because, yeah, that's a decent amount of playtime. Nearly 10 days. But I didn't... Because I know I didn't play that much Crucible. But again, I don't know if they... I don't know if they brought some of that stuff in later. Because I did raids, but maybe I just did those on Destiny 2. I really can't remember. So I really enjoyed Destiny when I played it. It was really, really good. So if they did come out with another one, that's the kind of thing that I could easily get massively hooked back into. Astral nice. Might be worth giving it a go on stream though. Yeah, maybe. Assassin's Creed delayed again. It is delayed again. Not by that much though. It's only pushed back till March. That's not a bad thing. Games being delayed nowadays, a game being delayed is nearly always a good thing. Because it means that they aren't rushing it out to hit a release date. They're making sure that it's actually finished and clean and polished before they release the game. Like, I remember one of my most anticipated games for years got delayed by like 2 years. The latest Lego Star Wars. And then when it came out, it was amazing. Halo Infinite got delayed by like a year. It was supposed to be a launch title. And even after a year's delay, it wasn't close to ready. It took months and months for you to be able to play the campaign in co-op, which is a staple of Halo. But they felt like they had to release it because it's such a big thing for Xbox, when it just wasn't. It wasn't ready. And so what you do is you bring out a game that isn't finished, and the people that initially play it don't think it's very good because it's not ready, and so therefore they sell it or they uninstall it, and they don't come back, even if the game in a few months' time is significantly better. A great example of that is something that I am planning to play through very, very soon. Ow. It's somewhere down here. I'm not entirely sure. Over here. This had one of the worst launches of all time. But apparently nowadays, if you play through Cyberpunk, it's phenomenal. So it's on my list of things to play through. Oh, and here is Destiny 2. There it is. It's... As much as it sucks, a game not coming out when it's expected to, so often it's for the better. Another example is Test Drive. Test Drive Solar Crown. I've been looking forward to that game for years, ever since it was announced. But then it launched, and it did not launch well. Whether any of the stuff, like all of the problems and stuff that happened during the launch have been fixed yet, I don't know. So now it's a case of a game that I was looking forward to for years. Came out, had a really, really bad launch. I'm not now that excited to get that game. Whereas previously, it would have been like, okay, if I don't get this for Christmas, I'm insta-buying it. Right now, no. In like a year's time, maybe. And that sucks. But the latest stuff that's come out for Assassin's Creed actually looks really good. The Shadows one. How's Rocksmith going? Good. Over the last couple of weeks with being so busy and then ill, I've not played as much, but I'm trying to keep doing even little bits of practice. And now that I've got my setup back with space and everything like that, Rocksmith will be returning on stream at some point soon. And I really want to kick on this year with improving at guitar. It's one of my New Year's things for 2025. Like last year was a big year in terms of trying to progress with guitar. This year it's now just taking that even further and maybe trying to learn some particular songs to be able to play without the game and stuff like that is what I'm looking forward to. That Assassin's Creed has gone down badly in Japan. Apparently it's not historically accurate. Oh dear. Well, the gameplay looks really cool. With all the parkour and everything like that, so that's what matters for the most part. But I don't know. Lucas Paqueta has scored for Graham Potter's West Ham. The absolute scenes. Well, there you go. So I'm actually going to go and watch the rest of that game. And see how it goes. So hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. We should be streaming over the weekend. As I say, it's not crazy busy. I've got the QPR game, but outside of that, no. So I've got a video with Tom, the team takedown that we recorded yesterday. That's going to go up tomorrow for you. And that was on the Guendouzi dual pick. I took the more attacking one. Tom took the more defensive one. Played them against each other, building teams around them and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll enjoy that one. I'm going to record with James next week now that I'm feeling better. So that's going to be really, really good. And some other stuff planned as well. So yeah, hopefully lots and lots of stuff coming your way. Thank you very much for being a part of the stream. It's good to be properly back. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for the love, generosity, support, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Good night. Goodbye.